What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Summer Career Mode. It's episode number 35 and it's the season finale as we are wrapping up season 4 today. No wins in our last 3 games for Oxford United, but definitely safe. 41 points on the board, in mathematically we're safe. Actually 13 points clear of Wolves in 18th place. There is still a shot at a top 10 finish, but in order for us to do it we need to win all 4 of our remaining games. And Fulham will need to lose at least 2 of the final 3. It's very, very unlikely. We'll give our best shot though as we go for a club record top 10 finish. Our first to final 4, Newcastle United away at St James's Park, aiming to bounce back here after a barren run of form. Come on, Eagles. Curry to Dior, let's go through the gap if you can, mate. Yeah, that'll do. Now Teddy to Dolan. Dispossessed by Camavinga and injured in the process as well. I've got the injury sliders a bit increased from the start of the save, and now I'm starting to notice quite a few more as well, which is really, really good. I know that sounds a bit ridiculous, but it's completely true. It is one of my all-time biggest tips to make a career mode save more enjoyable, realistic, and immersive as well. I know it sounds like it's really frustrating, but genuinely, injuries are good. They're a real part of sport, they're a real part of football, and they should be in career mode as well. If you need the sliders on 50, you'll never get any, and that's really, really unrealistic. Oh, it's Higgins almost pounced on that. And obviously as well, it's easy. You know, there's no real challenge about injuries. Here comes Isak. Deal with the tackle. If you keep your injury sliders on the default 50 for the entire season, you might get 1 maximum. And you don't need me to tell you that's incredibly unrealistic. And there's no challenge to that either. But if you start experimenting a little bit, then you'll be able to tweak them and find a level that works for you. And my recommendation is always, where are you in the save? If you are a team that is only playing domestic games and you've got a decent amount of squad depth and you're not getting too tired during the games and there's a lot of rest time as well, they don't need to be increased by that much. This kind of makes a great save there. But if you're a European club, for example, playing midweek games constantly, going far with deep cup runs as well, you've got to up the injury sliders. More games equals less rest time equals more chance at knocks and injuries as well. So up the sliders and adjust them accordingly to the realistic place your club is at. There's Alexander Isak, shoots and scores an absolute rocket. Will he be at Newcastle come the end of this window? Well, I guess we'll see. But in this save, he's still adored by the fans, and even more so after that goal might help them get to the Champions League. I saw recently Michael Owen was taking some stick. I was talking about the Isak saga, and it was one of those where I was like, if it was, oh, Higgins, great strike there. If it wasn't Owen that was saying it, who's just like unanimously disliked by every club he's played for, ironically, probably least disliked by Manchester United fans. If you would have told a Liverpool fan that at the start of Owen's career, they would have believed you. But I wonder if it was Owen that was saying it, people were criticising it. But I talked about Isak before, I can see it from both sides really. But for Newcastle's sake, they just need the end to the saga, whatever the case may be. And Carragher made a good point about this as well. It's kind of similar with Fernando Torres. You know, they just needed the end to the saga, whatever it was going to be, leave or stay. They just need it to come to an end as soon as possible so they can move past it, you know, whether trying to reintegrate Isak into the team if he stays, or getting their replacement sorted, or dealing without him if he departs. The longer it drags on, the worse it becomes for Newcastle, really, and so they just need it to be over, really. I feel for more than anyone, I feel for the fans. I feel for the fans right now, because it's not a nice position for them to be in, and it's making things incredibly, incredibly difficult. Anyway, 25 minutes to go here, still 1-1, and I would definitely take this for a difficult away fixture. A 1-1 draw, I'll take this. And Fulham down at home to Manchester City as well. If we can end up finding a winner, which we may be able to do. Higgins, I see you. Touch! Finish! Top 10 is still on! From the worst travelling team in the country to looking unstoppable on the road. Michael Higgins completes the turnaround, the user in front. From the worst travelling team in the country to unbeaten in 4 with 3 wins as well. Oxford United have somehow become a team to fear when you are playing host. Goodness gracious, I did not expect that, and it means with 3 games to go. Well, I thought it was going to be done come to full time. Instead, we still have a shot at a top 10 finish for the first time in the save. So let's dive into the following game and hopefully get back-to-back wins away. And this was probably the easiest game we got in the Final Four as well. Struggling at Ipswich Town. I don't think they're relegated yet, but they could be with a loss here at Portman Road, I believe. So a chance to relegate Kieran McKenna's side. We got a bit of beef with them. And heading into this game here, I say the only way we can finish top 10 is by going unbeaten in our last 4 games. Well, 1 down, 3 to go. Following game, Ipswich Town away at Portman Road. Come on to use. Hurst out wide, and Aaron's to beat down this left-hand side. I've kind of split his game time since he's come in here. I do like him as a backup, but his Stromer does well there. He's one of several players in this team that I'm like, I don't see him being here long term. He's one of those signs we made just for the short term, 2 or 3 years until the youth players get good enough. I think Patayari is definitely now a regular starter. And I was going to say, what an amazing first goal in pro football as well. But I keep on saying it, but next season is going to be absolutely crucial for our development, man. I feel like next year is the one that's kind of like make or break us, really. I need more youth players I can integrate into the first 11 game in, game out. Patayori's done it this year. Don't know who's going to be next year. The position I'm most concerned about is obviously goalkeeper, because again we've got the Chad, who's been decent, but you know he's not really growing at all anymore. And obviously that Samuelsson Swedish keeper looks great now, but how quick is his growth going to be? Because it needs to be quicker than it has been, as Dembele just goes all the way to smack in the opening goal. So it's goalkeeper where I'm most concerned about, but for next season, I don't know who's going to be the next man we integrate into the first 11, man. I'll do a loan watch at the end of the season. You can see how the youth players are getting on. That Lithuanian winger, by the way, I can't wait to show you how he's looking right now. Oh my goodness. But yeah, if not him, I don't know who it's going to be next year. Someone else needs to start, but who? I don't know. It's such a great challenge, though, honestly. I know I keep saying it, man. I know I'm a broken record when I keep saying it, but genuinely, if you've not tried this in FC 25, give it a go for your final save or wait for FC 26. Either way, you won't be disappointed with a project like this. It is so much fun. Well, I still need to be perfect if we are to finish top 10. 2 down, 2 to go. I think Ipswich are now down on the back of that loss at Portman Road. Our rivalry with them continues, but heading into the following game, West Ham away, our final away day. And I didn't think we'd still have a chance heading into our final 2 games, but we do. Graham Potter side, as we know, struggling mightily out of blocks this season in real life. Did anyone see it on Tuesday night? Jared Bowen fan confrontation on the back of their knockout in the EFL Cup. Never nice scenes, those ones, but it'll be great scenes for us heading to the Kassam if we still have a chance at a top 10 place. The only way we have that is with a win here tonight in London. Our penultimate game, final away day, West Ham away. Come on to use. When things do affect fans so much, when you look at what's happened to Sheffield Wednesday and what's happening at that club right now and how much it's hurting the fans, you don't want to see anyone hurting. And I felt bad for the West Ham fans, really. It's great save coming, and Dior puts the rebound behind. They just want their club to do well, They just want their club to do well, and they just feel it's not going in the right direction. And I'll be honest here, to start the season off last year, I thought they got the appointment completely wrong, and so I wasn't surprised that the sacking came so quick, because I thought it was a terrible, terrible appointment. I think everyone could see it after the first few weeks. And when Graham Potter came in, I thought to myself, this is what you call a band-aid solution. He'll do for the year, but long term, they need actual stability and an actual plan. I don't think Potter's the right man long term. I didn't think it then, and I certainly don't think it now. But for West Ham, it's a difficult situation for them to be in, because it's only 2 games into the season. Only 2 games. Transfer window is basically almost over. I mean, do you sack him after this really poor start? Or do you keep faith with him, knowing that at the moment they're kind of trending downwards? And this season, with the 3 teams coming up, I've said before, I think all 3 have a chance of staying up. It's a very, very tough position for West Ham to be in right now. I do feel for the fans a little bit. I don't know what's best for them. The older I've got, the less I've kind of cared about rivalries in football. It's like, I just want to watch the game now. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just don't care. Like, this kind of getting one over a rival team, for example, just doesn't mean anything to me anymore. I just don't... Oh, ball! Oh, Jefferson wins it with the final kick! Get in! Come on! Oh, I've lost my train of thought, but yeah, I just don't have that kind of like resentment towards anyone anymore. Ultimately, in order for there to be winners, there has to be losers. I do accept that, but it's never nice when things get toxic. That's how it's feeling a bit at West Ham at the moment. I don't want it to continue. I hope that things stabilise that a bit there for my West Ham fans. But for us in this game here, going to West Ham, what a time for Daniel Jefferson to get his first goal in the Premier League. Come on! I said we had to be perfect to finish top 10. Well, I didn't think we'd even survive the first game. Instead, it is 3 straight wins, and I believe we still have a chance heading into the final day. Let's take a look at the league table real quick. It's Fulham and Brighton who are above us in the table, and Brighton lost. I don't see a Fulham score. Manchester United won, but they're far clear of us now. I don't see a Fulham score, so we'll quickly advance through to the Tuesday. That'll be after all the league games have been completed. Yeah, we have a chance. Oh wait, where are Fulham? When's Fulham's game? It's midweek. Okay, midweek at home to Liverpool. I'll take a quick look at that. And if Liverpool did win, which we expect they did, yep, there we go. So it means on the final day, oh no, Fulham got a point. Fulham got a point. Now we can't do it now. Goldings is too bad. Oh, we've done as good as we could have done. We've turned our away form into a much, much stronger look at results, but it's not good enough. We can't finish lower than 12th. We've hit a 50-point mark. We've doubled the amount of goals we scored last year. It is still a marked improvement from Oxford, no matter how you look at it. But unfortunately, on the final day, we will not be able to finish in the top 10 for the first time in the save. But you know what, we'll jump into it. Final game of the season, heading into this, we're at home against Tottenham Hotspur. Our final game at the Cast. Spurs could drop out of the European place for a loss in this game here, but a win and they'll lock up at least a top 7 place. For us, highest we can finish is 11th place, but 12th minimum, I would definitely take that come the start of the season. That's what I was hoping for. It's what we've locked up. Final game at the Cast. It is Spurs. Come on, the U's. Oh, that is... what a run. Just couldn't quite hold on. We may fall short of that dream top 10 finish, but what an amazing run to end the season off. And also worth putting out as well as Lowe plays a brilliant ball through to Higgins, who gets the opening goal. We haven't lost away from the Newcastle in the league in, I think, 6 games now. And for a side who are getting thrashed every time we're on the road to start of the campaign, that's a heck of a turnaround. Higgins with the opener, Hughes in front. 22nd goal in 37 games. Not going to win the Golden Boot, but a major reason why we've done what we have done this season as Manor Solomon fires in an instant leveller. You know, this isn't the realistic career mode, so obviously we don't need to worry about it. If this was a save we were doing for realism, Higgins would have gone by now. If not by now, then definitely the end of this season. But yeah, this save isn't about realism, so don't need to worry about it too much. And thank goodness for that, because we won't, between now and the end of the save, we will not find anyone even half as good from the academy as the boy Wonder. He is head and shoulders above every other youth player in this team. As Evan Nilsson finds the goal scorer Solomon, and Spurs looking to complete the turnaround here. It's Manu Sanchez, it's Evan Nilsson, bangs one in top bins, and a former Bournemouth striker completes the comeback. Epic collapse at the Cast Ham to end the first half. What a blowout. Still not overly concerned, it's our final game of the season. Nothing to play for now as Evan Nilsson makes it free, and that is going to do it. The ex-Cherry with a crisp finish, and it will be a win for Spurs, keeping in the top 7. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Although, I will say this, it is a shame we won't be losing the final home game of the season because, well, I kind of briefly spoiled it a minute ago there. It's going to be the final game of the Cast Ham. For the next season, I've decided I'm gonna move us to the new stadium, man. We've worked with small budgets all throughout the course of the save, despite all the money we've generated in player sales, low wage budgets, and also the prize and TV money we've got from playing in the Premier League for 2 straight years, and now it will be free. So by saving that money through not having big transfer budgets, I've decided the board have been building a new stadium, secretly if you will, and that is what we'll be doing for next year. So final game of the Cast Ham. We'll be moving to the new Cast Ham, but yeah, not with a win on the final game here. Patayari shrugs to the floor fairly, and Keane wraps it up. That's going to do it. Well, that is a really disappointing way to end our final game of the Cast Ham. 4-1, that is not how I wanted to go out. Yeah, quite disappointing this actually, I'll be honest. I mean, it's typical, isn't it, man? Like, we turned into a brilliant team on the road, and in our final ever game... Oh, well in, Jefferson! In our final game at the Cast Ham, this is how it ends. But, even so, 4-2, not nice to get a consolation. At least we scored a final ever goal at the Cast Ham with Jefferson second in 2. But most of the fans don't get to see it because they've left. I've said it before and I'll say it again. We need more crowd awareness, if you will, for the realism too. Final ever game at the Cast Ham. Okay, fair enough. They can't really know that, but Final game of the season, final home game. We've had an amazing end to the campaign. Okay, disappointing collapse here, but you know what to stay behind for the lap of honour? No? Clap the fans off for a record high finish in the Premier League? No? Really? Alright, fair enough. And so as the season comes to a close and Arsenal win their first Premier League title since 2004, something they'll be hoping for in real life this season as well. They won it before the final day, 5 clear of Liverpool, with Newcastle in third and Man City in fourth in a very tight race for the European places. Chelsea fifth, Nottingham Forest sixth, Spurs do get 7th place after their win against us at the Kassam, Manchester United 8th, Brentford 9th, and Brighton wrap up the top 10. But a career high best for us, 12th place finish, 15 wins. We more than doubled the amount of goals we scored last season with 44, but the negative was conceding, no doubt about that. 64 let in this year. That'll have to improve for next year if we are to be a top 10 team and an outside shot at a European place. The bottom three in the end, Wolves, Ipswich and Sheffield United, who narrowly escape taking that Derby County points record with 12. As for the player of the season, I went to Pedro Goncalves for Arsenal. But how about this? The final goal Higgins scored, I thought Haaland was going to get a couple of goals on the final day. Instead, he was scoreless. And so, well, Higgins should have won the Golden Boot this year. How is he behind Erling Haaland? He did it in fewer games. What? That should be Higgins' Golden Boot. But, okay, alright, and the assist title winner was Bukayo Saka with 13 this season, Gordon in second, and Konate, who always terrorised me, finishing in third place. And for the Golden Glove this year, that went to Unai Simon with 11 for Spurs, and as for Chad Gray and Jamie Cumming this year, Cumming had 6 and Gray had 5, both in the top 15. But for the team of the season, by the way, Teddy Lowe made it, that's cool, not sure how, but fair, but also, Dior and Spencer. Huh? What? We had a terrible defensive record. How on earth did they make the team of the season? I swear that the individual stats, the team of the seasons, they are truly bizarre. I'm not complaining with 3 making it, but how they made it, I've got no idea. As for the other competition, starting with the Carabao Cup, when in the end it was a Manchester derby in the final, and Pep Guardiola's side ran out comfortable 3-0 winners to win the EFL Cup this season. Another quarter-final finish for Oxford United before losing to Liverpool, who they themselves made the final and beat Spurs as well. As I always say, no shame in being beaten by the side that go all the way to win it. Liverpool, FA Cup winners. And as for the European competitions, well, in the Conference League this season, it was a Marseille LASK final, and the French side ran out winners by 2 goals to win Europe's bronze competition this season. We saw another French side make the final in the Europa League as well, Lille going all the way to take on Villarreal and also winning it. So a French 1-2 in European football as Lille won the Europa League this season. And as for the Champions League this season, going from last 16 onwards, you can see the quarter-finals were very good ties, and in the end the final was PSG versus Real Madrid, and once again it's a French team winning it, a 1-2-3 PSG winners of the Champions League. So it was Marseille, Lille and PSG, all 3 European winners, French this season. And as for the Championship, for those curious on who will be in the Premier League with us next season, Bournemouth and Leicester back in the top tier, and the playoffs will be Leeds, Sunderland, Coventry and Norwich as well. Unfortunately not Southampton. I said they were our main rivals at the start of the save. I don't think they are actually. I think it's Ipswich Town, but yeah, those are the playoffs for this year. So as season 4 comes to an end, what a brilliant year for Oxford United, man. As always, not without its challenge, but it adds to the fun of playing in this save. And the growth of the team throughout the course of the year was the best part about it. Higgins now 1 rating away from being our first player at 80. Forson and Harris are both 79. Masengo as well. You've got Lowe, who's now 78 too. Dembele and Dolan are both 78, as Brody Spencer is as well. So we're seeing some great growth in the team this year, and that was really important to us. This season, our second year in the Premier League, we had to make improvements from last year, only just surviving. I said I wanted a comfortable finish, and we had that. We were never really in any danger of being relegated for the majority of the campaign, and that shows the growth of this team, where last season we were scrapping for survival and technically had to do it on the final day. But, oh, the Loan Watch. The Loan Watch. By the way, check this out, man. We see some great growth, but none better than this. Oh my goodness. Butkus up 12 ratings. Am I recalling him in the summer? I don't know, man. Based on this growth, it seems a silly thing to do, but I need a new youth player in my first 11 next year. He's looking like the best candidate by right now. And this is why, as I always say, I don't tend to give tips on career mode. I'm not a great strategist. There are far better players of the game out there than me. But I do believe loaning the youth players out is the best thing to do. Butkus has gone up 12 ratings in 1 calendar season. That is more than Amin has grown throughout the course of 4 full seasons of first team football. To me, it just makes sense. But anyway, how do I go back to where we were? But yeah, for the new season, no doubt about it. Like, I'm excited to take the next step because we're ready for it now, no doubt about it. We were so close to a top 10 finish this year. Our team is growing really nicely. It's going to have even quicker growth next year as well. Higgins is going to get into the 80s. Lowe is going to get into the 80s. We'll have a couple more getting into the 80s as well. We are definitely ready to take the next step up and be a top 10 finish. And hopefully I'll have one youth player also joining the list of players, probably this man as well, to be honest, that are also regularly featuring in the first 11 as well. Because don't forget, it'll be season 5 next year, so we need 5 players in the first 11 in the Premier League at all times. To be fair to Teddy Lowe, by the way, I said, how did he make the team of the season this year? Well, he was Iron Man, didn't miss a single game. 3 goals and 7 assists. That's not bad for a team like ours who were mid-table. But yeah, brilliant season. And I've got to say, as the save continues, 4 seasons down now, I can't tell you how much fun I'm having with this project, man. It's been absolutely fantastic. And I know I said it earlier, I know I've said it many times, but if you've not given this challenge a go in career mode this year, we've got, I think, 4 weeks before the new FC comes out. Give it a go, man. It's so fun. Or save it for FC26. Pardon the pun. It's been a brilliant, brilliant save, and I'm absolutely loving it. But have a fantastic day, guys. That'll do it for the finale and Season 4 as well. Much love to you all. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, the season, and the save as a whole so far. And we'll be back for Season 5 tomorrow, where we're beginning our 3rd year in the Premier League, our 5th year of Oxford, but our 1st year at the new stadium. I'm buzzing for it, man. I can't wait. Have a brilliant day, guys. Much love to you all. And I'll see you for a brand new season, our 5th year of Oxford United, very soon.